What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Learn Crypto, presented by Wyckoff SMI. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
We got a
wonderful day.
Beautiful day outside. Not so much in the markets. It's a little red, but we're here to tell you. We're gonna go on with the show. We got a lot to talk about as far as some fundamentals on a coin. Got a couple articles on some what might be some of the FUD that has caused the market to go down. And I'm sure Todd will look at the TA and try to make you guys feel better.
It's fugly over here.
How you guys feeling? You feeling all right? You used to this volatility by now? We'll see what happens. Hopefully we found the bottom. We'll get this show started.
Let's go.
With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Todd's always got a phone call.
Got too many people that know what's going on.
Welcome to Crypto. We're trading every day. Listen to the Todd Father and everything Nick says. You gotta remember what you see. Don't be a Gary. If you want that pork master, here's the place to be. Learn Crypto. Welcome to the Crypto. We'll make you rich. We're gonna ride that.
I'm just waiting for the music at the end, What's going on, guys? Steve Morse, bye. Just curious who worked on the intro. Just had a guy throw some stuff together, and then that preview song is just somebody from the community that does parody songs, so we throw that stuff in there.
That's right.
Somebody said, I haven't stopped throwing up all week. This hurts. Does it have to do with you actually being sick, or are you just pertaining to the markets?
Sick of crypto.
Right.
That's funny.
Well, I guess we'll just get started by looking over at the crypto market cap over here. I just tweeted out that if we got above 500 billion by the time we went live, that I'd be giving away RDD like it's my job. I guess I won't be doing that. But if you do comment after the show and leave your Twitter handle in there, we are doing a giveaway for RDD. One winner from every video this week, and I'll be doing that tomorrow. So make sure to get signed up for that by just commenting. Say whatever you like, good, bad, questions, whatever. So we're looking over here, we're at $453 billion. Bitcoin is at $9,134. If you're over on Bittrex, it took a pretty hard bounce off the $8,800 mark within like 4 candles. It went from 88 to 94, something crazy like that. Ethereum is still holding above $1,000 at $1,029. Ripple is below $1 now at 96 cents. Bitcoin Cash just floating around at $1,274. We got Stellar at 45 cents, Neo at 126, and Litecoin at $142. Do we have any green? Oh, we got 2.
Zcash.
Yeah, we got 2 green, and I got a little article on why Zcash is up a little bit today. If we hop over to here, which one?
More buyers and sellers.
More buyers and sellers.
That's what the TA guy says.
Crypto Fund predicts Zcash to hit over 62,000 by 2025.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
This might be why it's a little green. And go to the beach.
Yeah.
Forget this.
According to a new investment thesis released by Grayscale Investments, the value of Zcash could reach over 62,000 by 2025, assuming that the coin will represent 10% of all offshore wealth by that point.
Dang.
Now, if cryptos do go mainstream, I do believe offshore money will go into privacy currencies. I think there's a long period between them. There's more privacy currencies coming to the market all the time. And also, this is assuming that, I guess, 10% goes to this, but this is going to be the winner in the privacy area. Personally, I do not believe that's the case. I think there's other options. Yeah, even at the large scale level, I like XMR better than Zcash. And there's plenty of Zcash forks that, like Zen is a fork of Zcash, and they're working with a partnership with IOHK. I just like some of the futures of some of these other privacy coins over Zcash. But it's interesting that they're putting price targets like this. So they're saying even if Zcash only took 1% of all offshore wealth by 2025, it would still have a value of $6,289. Now I'm bullish on the crypto markets. But if I see numbers like this, oh, that is going to be fabulous, and everybody in here is going to be looking good because you guys are all early movers then on this cryptocurrency economy. So we'll see what happens. You know, the Grayscale Investments specifically manages investments in digital assets, overseeing both Bitcoin and Ethereum Classic funds as well. So they apparently invest in Zcash, Bitcoin, and Ethereum Classic. So that might be having something to do with that. As far as the FUD and the markets, Bitcoin price drops as media misinterprets government's regulation speech. If you guys didn't know, that the India's finance minister Arun Jaitley, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, made during his recent budget speech in Parliament today on February 1st. He gave a speech and he was essentially saying that cryptocurrency is not legal tender in the country and promised to crack down on illegitimate activities involving crypto. A flood of misinterpreted comments warning of outright ban appeared across the mainstream press and social media. I saw tons of this on Facebook, looked into it, and within 5 minutes into looking into it, you can see his quote down here where he's just saying it's not a legal tender and he wants to crack down on illegitimate uses of cryptocurrency. He's still allowed to exchange the currency, trade the currency, and hold the currency in the country, no problem, as long as it's being used for what it's meant to be used for, and they're not going to be allowing like restaurants and stuff to be accepting cryptocurrency as a formal payment. So I think that kind of got blown out of proportion. I think that might have been one of the reasons that we saw some FUD in the market today.
As Tony says, they had more to do with the fact they paid to have that article published.
Yep. But, all right, we'll go ahead and send it over to Todd right now. So you let him look at some charts. Let him look at the Bitcoin chart. I know you guys want to see the TA on his side. And maybe you guys can throw a couple out there as well.
See this TA. You're sadly mistaken. We fell out of the triangle. Again, I guess the labels on this are correct. And we've done the minimum now. We did break to new lows, so the fourth wave could be in. Let's go back out to more of the hourly. So the 3 was up here at the highs at 20,000, and the 4 could be in. It would look better now probably with a sideways and then a new low, and sideways and another new low. So maybe stretch it down, hate to say, a little bit lower than the 8,800. We really need to get 9,700 probably taken out to the upside if you want to start hoping that the lows are in. Back here at this level here would be an important level to take out on the upside. Let's go ahead and throw a arrow at a previous resistance point. If we can get above that level, it would be good, and then anything above 10.3 would be solidly would say the lows are in, I believe. So those are 2 areas we need to take out on the upside.
Anthony's saying 7,900 to confirm bottomed pattern.
7,900. Well, that's more like I just said. If we do a fourth and a fifth and a fourth and a fifth, so that would be the case. And then I would think we're going to say we have finally mopped up everything and we're ready to work our ways back to new highs for 2018. So we shall see. Let's go over a few more here. We got Ethereum Classic still holding in pretty well. We keep showing this chart. We've just tested the downside again, the bottom side of the range. I think that thing will hold up here. So Ethereum Ethereum this morning and overnight did really well. We ran up to 1170, 3 or so. I thought anything above 78 or 80 would be good. We didn't get there. Even this morning when Bitcoin was collapsing, Ethereum looked good, and then they came in and wiped it out again. So I've changed the labels here again. They still somewhat look okay, but we need to dig out of here. So
Ann says, Nick, let Todd know if BTC hits below 7,900. I'm going in 100% on the USD Tether he has in my account, and I'm yelling, I do what I want.
Right.
Cash Kid says the same dip happens every year, guys. Don't freak out. Buy up the cheap coins. We have talked about that and I actually showed the charts for the past 3 years where this occurred to the channel. Obviously, nobody can predict that is going to continue to happen every year and if we're going to bounce out of it like we have in the previous years, but there is a little bit of historical data backing up what you said there.
There's a Litecoin, once again, did hit a new low, so that could be the fourth wave complete there. Neo 126 did come back and take out the support of the triangle, which is disappointing, but overall that coin is outperforming Bitcoin and these other leaders, so not too bad. OMG, we talked about being a little bit weaker. Ripple down to 96, not bouncing off the lows, not looking too well really. And then we've got a few more of these quick alts. ADA, still not a bad chart. We've said some of these kind of nibble and pick more up on weakness. Decred, we mentioned the other day, and it did run up to 104, and now we're tagged 84 again, but still not a bad chart pattern.
Somebody wants to see some Stratum, and then Syndicate, which is SYNX over on Bittrex. This guy said, I'm still up almost 10x from December 1. I'm just going to hold and look at the charts next week. Hey, shout out to you. That means you got in early. You made some good investment decisions. And keep watching the show and help everybody else in this community in the chat box.
What symbols was you looking for? SYNX
and then Substratum.
SYNX at Bittrex.
And Substratum is SUB.
Okay, that's a 1 hour SYNX BTC. Nice uptrend, good volume coming in here. That chart looks good. That's CND.
SUB. Oh, CND, that works.
We're going to do CND, BTC. Off a couple pumps, holding still pretty well, so Palm Beach might be right on that one.
Yeah, could be. I like that coin.
SUB, BTC. Big rally, not holding the gains very well. Relatively low volume. Back to some previous support. A previous fourth wave, basically, so not a bad area to probably pick that one up.
Shout out, Noel. Glad to have you in here. I do not have any pay, Mark 1. I don't know about anybody else in here. It looks like nobody else does either.
We used to talk about pay a lot more.
Do I have any thoughts on video coin? No, I do not.
Pay USD in front of you now, 1 hour. A little weaker. We mentioned that yesterday. Still continuing a little bit weak. DFS Fantasy Sports. Shout out to our meeting last night. We had a good time with a couple guys flew into town.
Yeah, if you guys are watching, shout out to you. Shout out to the 210 people watching right now. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Go check out our cryptocurrency trading course over on learncrypto.io or our crypto private client group where we help manage your portfolio with trading APIs over at cryptopcg.com. Both of those are in the description below.
Here's DFS. Must have been some type of big pump. Gave back most of it, really low volume. That one's too
yeah, I don't know about that one.
Too lightly traded for me.
Yeah, not enough volume on that one, too new, and too much competition in the traditional markets with DraftKings and everything else.
What's up, Michael?
There's a lot of big traditional investments and private equity investments in DraftKings, so I think they got a kind of a little bit of a corner on that market.
Shout out again to Mike for here, always there to help me. Always.
Always. All right, let me look at this first coin. I told these guys we look at OmiseGo, so I'm going to take a look at it. You know, with all the markets going down, I think you really need to go back and look at some of the core holdings in your portfolio, look at why you started buying them, and look if you want to add to those positions. I think now a lot of people are trying to continually tell me to look at newer coins that are newer to the market or very small market cap, but I think now is when you have a good opportunity to all these coins that did run up on the last bull run. They'll probably be the strong coins coming out of this bear market as well. And I think those are the ones you really need to reanalyze and either add to those positions or move those funds somewhere else. So I'm going to look at OmiseGo. Some people in the community yesterday wanted me to look at it. Some of you might already know what it is. I watched their town hall per request of the community. They pretty much talked about a lot of the projects on the horizon. And they're also relaunching their website, because right now their website is nothing to brag about, but it is functional. It does do what it needs to do. It's currently at $14.01, down 10.51% today. I think at the all-time highs, this was sitting around $25, $26. It is look like on this preliminary chart that it's coming back down to resistance in the past. But after I'm done talking about it, Todd will go ahead and look at that. Essentially, OMG is striving to be banking on the blockchain and has a strong focus to bank the unbanked. They're focusing a lot of resources in Asia, where many individuals have access to smartphones and computers, but not a proper banking system. If you guys don't know, over in Southeast Asia, there's a lot of fractures between their banks, and it's really hard to send funds to all the different little small nations that are over there. And a lot of people have a hard time getting verified through the banking systems as well. And when they're transferring small amount of monies across the border, that the fees eat up a lot of their net worth. So that's kind of where OMG came in and had the idea to try to help some of these people out. They have goals of providing decentralized exchange, asset-backed blockchain gateway, clearinghouse messaging network, and liquidated provider mechanics. They're doing a lot of things. They have a lot of ambitions. They really haven't produced anything up to this point, but they do have a lot of GitHub action over in the depository over there. They're making their way towards these things. And as far as I know, they're going to be doing this town hall. They said more frequently. That was the first one they did. If you look up OmiseGo town hall on YouTube, they had 3 of the developers over there kind of talking. They all seem very motivated, kind of talked about what they're doing day to day, and then they did a Q&A at the end, like an AMA format. So that was pretty interesting to see their opinions on that. They have a strong development and advisory team, including Joseph Poon, who, if you guys didn't know, devised the Lightning Network and has been working on Plasma. They also have support from Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, who is on the advisory board as a proof-of-stake researcher and is looking into the security for the network, for the OMG network. OmiseGo will be used as a platform to transfer OMG and other currencies between nations. This is due to how fractured the banking system is between nations and Asia in particular. We've kind of talked about that, and they're having a large focus in Southeast Asia. Their white paper is kind of complex because they have so many different projects going on. But one of the projects they do let you do is, apparently it kind of seems like you can make your own wallet, an SDK wallet, and use their template to build that wallet. So when you're transacting currencies, it doesn't only have to be OMG. They're allowing all different currencies to be integrated into that wallet or into any wallet that you want to create, which is kind of interesting. Once the OmiseGo chain launches, OMG token holders can choose to be rewarded by staking the OMG. After watching the town hall, it seems that the staking reward does not have to be in OMG either. They made it pretty clear that you're going to be able to almost choose what currency that you would like in reward for staking your OMG and providing that security and infrastructure to their network. So that's kind of interesting. I think I was going to go back and watch the town hall again to make sure I understood that correctly. The town hall is probably about 30 minutes long. It was kind of dry. It didn't seem like any of the 3 people on there felt really comfortable in front of the camera, and they kind of just were on like their phones or just a standard webcam, nothing really going on in the background, or no templates or music or anything like that. But they did provide a ton of information, and you probably need to watch it 2 or 3 times to really gather everything that they're saying they're going to be doing. Overall, I think this is still very speculative, and there's going to be immense competition in the area. Banks are trying to offer various apps to solve this problem, but very few, if any, competitors are striving to integrate blockchain technology into their solution. So they do have a first mover's advantage as far as trying to build this on the blockchain, and they're doing it as a side chain of Ethereum. It's an ERC20 token. If you've seen some commercials here, if you guys are from the United States, we have this Zelle commercial which is going around, which they're just kind of banks are trying to sell, and Wells Fargo is trying to sell as a payment solution for the banking system for faster and cheaper transactions. That's kind of what some of the banks over in Asia are trying to do as well. But if OMG can come through with what they're saying, they're going to have a better product, they're going to have a better platform, and they have the developers to really make it happen, and that's why I'm not really questioning it that much. You can see that they give Ethereum a shout out right here. If you guys really want to dig into this, I would say start off with watching the town hall and really read through their white paper, because they have, like I said, I think they have 4 main projects with the decentralized exchange, the asset-backed blockchain gateway, the clearinghouse, and then also trying to provide liquidity to their network, and trying to incorporate a ton of different currencies, not just the OMG. The question is, what is the real value proposition of OMG if you can use all these other currencies? Well, OMG is still the main token that is used to run the platform. So if you want to build your own currency or build your own wallet, you still have to use the OMG to make that happen. Overall, at these price levels, I own just a tiny bit of OMG. I don't even know when I got in. I've kind of just had it forever. I guess we can send it over to Todd and see what he thinks on the charts. I think it's an interesting project, but I think there is going to be a lot of competitors, and it is still very speculative for how I think it's ranked 24 right now on the coin market cap, and they really don't have a working product. I think the way they've got here is just by their advisory board and by the people that they have on their development team. So I think they will be successful. But at this point in time, I don't know if you're going to get a 5x or a 10x. I guess that really depends on how large the next bull run is. So I think it's more of a stable, safe investment if they're able to produce what they're doing. But we'll see in time. You have that chart up over there, Todd?
Yeah, I'm ready. OMG, I mean, we've got support down at that 12, 14, I think is a good band. We've spiked below the 14 a couple times down to 12. And just did that this morning. So then showing 2 downtrend lines, which I think we got to get taken out before we get anything going really to the upside.
Do you think you'd be trying to accumulate anything in that band?
I would accumulate anything down here. Yeah, I think so.
Stacking
Stoners, maybe get more excited if it breaks a downtrend line and then pulls back to it.
Stacking Stoner asked if I reviewed Pillar yet. I did not, but somebody actually tweeted me earlier, and I did watch a couple of videos. I haven't dug deep enough into it, but essentially they're just trying to make a universal wallet that's going to be a lot easier to use, a lot safer to use, and then you are going to be the owner of your proprietary data, and you're not going to have Google and Yahoo and all these owning your data, and you can actually sell your data to those if you want. That's just kind of the quick overview I got. I have not done enough research on that yet to make any further comments. Now
we got VEN BTC 1 hour. Got a little uptrend line there. VEN's been doing very well. Came down today to that 55,000 level and held that support again, so that one looks good. And then what was the news on Lisk?
They had
his exchange ad ran up to 35.
Exchange ad, they're doing some conferences soon, and then they also reiterated that the February 20th or 28th date is going to be their official rebranding date.
Shout out to Tony, gave me that when it was at 34. Ran upstairs, got my cells together, and didn't get a chance to sell it. By the time I was prepared, it was 28.
Yep.
And all the way back to 21.
I kind of was in the same predicament. I was at work, it popped up. I got over there, it was around 28, 27. I didn't want to pull the trigger to sell it, and I mean, I still would have been all right if I did, I guess.
Shoot, I was going to sell yours. That was like at 10 o'clock. I had a chance to sell it when Tony hit me up. That was late, late night. I had yours. I was going to sell yours too.
There you go. I would have taken that.
I was moving as fast as I could.
They never really completed their rebranding, Max. So I think they're going to all finish that. They're redoing the relaunch. They're redoing the website. They're redoing their icon that you're going to see on cryptocurrency market cap and everything else they do. They've been talking about rebranding for a while, and they've slowly been changing some of their code and doing some different things, but they never actually did a relaunch. And they're going to do a big event in February 20th or 28th, I believe. You can look that up on their Twitter to confirm.
What's up, Joey Koski? James Brown.
Rebranding is sell the news ordeal. Yeah, I can see that. Buy the rumor, sell the news. We'll see what happens with that. Hopefully I can catch one of these spikes up to 35 again. I missed that one.
Hardcore hookup. I talked about Wild. I don't remember that one.
Talked about Wild.
I know somebody asked for it.
200%. Wild. Well, I didn't have any of that, Todd.
I didn't have any of that either. Nope. Wild BTC. Had a nice run. Dang.
Bitcoin says, is it possible we experience what we did on 2013, never see the high time record for years? In this current atmosphere and with some of the people that are talking to us in this meetings and talk around the ways, I do not think that's the case. I think there's just too much going on with crypto, with blockchain in general. Too many integrations with big-time companies for it to hover this low. I just don't see it.
Shout out to Nick. Our meeting last night, boy, that boy went hard.
I was doing what I can, trying to make things happen.
I felt like I should have not been in the room.
Just nodding the head.
I couldn't do any T&A, but you killed that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a gamer, so I mean, I might have played Frogger maybe.
Pac-Man.
Right. No, more Frogger.
Let me take a look at this article real quick since we were talking about does he think we can hover around. Here's a little bit of good news today. Samsung did confirm it is now making cryptocurrency mining chips. Samsung has confirmed it is now manufacturing specialized cryptocurrency mining chips after reports to that effect surfaced this week. South Korean news outlet The Bell first revealed the news on January 30th, stating that Samsung was kicking off manufacturing in January, aiming to provide application-specific integrated circuits, or ASICs, to an unnamed Chinese mining firm. When you have all these big names, you have Microsoft pairing up with Neo, you have IBM pairing up with Stellar, you have Samsung creating ASICs for mining farms. Like, these companies aren't going to do this if they don't think this is going to be a long-term play. And they're starting to see the value in blockchain, how it can help their software, how it can help their companies, and how it can generate revenues. And once these big boys get involved, I think we're going upwards. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what the final value proposition of some of these coins turns into. But I'm excited. And then also, if you guys didn't see on my Twitter, IOHK did integrate Ethereum Classic into their wallet that they built. So now that wallet can hold Ethereum Classic and ADA. This is just one step in the right direction for these two kind of working together and trying to be a strong pair moving forward. ETC is going to be a platform protocol, obviously, and the ADA has it's striving to do a ton of things. I like anything IOHK touches, and that's why I started looking into Zen as well. If you guys didn't know, Zen partnered up with IOHK to get some developmental help, and they're a smaller cap privacy coin. So you might want to take a look at them, or if you do at-home mining, it's the same mining algorithm as Zcash, so it's pretty simple to change that BAT file. Looks
what
like
up, Chris Bud?
Some of these people want you to see some charts.
Conspiracy boy expecting a collapse of Tether, Bitfinex, and IOTA. Dang. Nothing like calling out IOTA.
I'm from America, so I can't even trade on Bitfinex. IOTA
has been a dog.
I'm kind of over here keep my mouth shut about IOTA because I know a lot of people like it. I just think they're way too ahead of the game. They're not. I don't know. It just doesn't interest me.
Definitely not acting well. So, after an incredible run from $1 to 560, wow.
Just seems like a lot of the major developers from Ethereum, Charlie Lee from Litecoin, you got Fluffy Pony from Monero, kind of all throwing jabs and punches at IOTA lately. So
and it's tough to say you don't like a coin when we know subscribers have it, but
yeah.
Shoot, we just got to give an opinion.
Yeah.
So for what it's
That's
worth.
why it's kind of tough. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings,
but
I don't really like it, and I don't own any.
If you sit here and say you like every coin, you might as well sit down.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, you might as well play a disclaimer.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns. Thank you.
Okay, somebody said KCS.
And then Steam.
KCS, maybe there we are. KCS, Qcoin. I think we looked at that one maybe yesterday. That chart looks familiar. I mean, not too bad. It took the rally on the 26th, 27th, and 28th and holding that, so I would want to continue to hold that, I would believe. Volume is not much.
Yeah, Michael,
that's strong there.
That is something some people do. They're trying to just get the most profitability on the daily basis. You could then sell those and be most profitable in fiat terms on the daily. Or, I mean, I usually look at coins that I think have higher, like 10x potential or higher long-term holds, because I usually hold all my coins. I really don't need the money that I'm mining, so I don't really sell any of those. So I don't always mine the most profitable coin. So that's why I don't really use those automatic switch things. I kind of want to mine coins and get a bag of something that I really like.
Here's a 1 hour RDN. I mean, a lot of volume on the downside here. It's really gotten quiet recently. So this would have been previous support here, I believe, at 38,000. So it doesn't look too bad.
Shout out to the 261 people watching right now. That's awesome.
Thanks for the support, as always. ADA, BTC. It did fall out of the kind of the triangle pattern that we have, but that chart still looks good. It's holding pretty strong gains in a really
says,
rough
Todd,
market.
how's the data gathering going with the new software? Super hyped for that.
I'm waiting on Vladimir to return an email. I mean, they're telling me I'm having some issues on my end, but they're telling me they're not having it on their end. So I might have to talk with Mr. Fahir on here and see if we got a problem tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because they're telling me they're having no issues on some things I'm complaining about. So.
And then also somebody wanted to look at XLM.
XLM. XLM USD. We've talked about this one. I mean, this is one that we've liked. I mean, this rally from 3 to 6.5 I thought was impressive in face of a tough market. It hasn't given up too much. So I think that's still a coin that'll lead us higher once we shake off all these fugly days.
Yeah, somebody wants to know how ICX is doing. And then Pillar, which they're really trying to get me to do fundamentals on. So I need to take a look at that one.
Here's Steam. That chart looks good. Big rally on good volume and then holding the gains. I'd be all right with that one. ICX. ICX BTC 1 hour. Mentioned yesterday that it could have upthrusted and maybe have a little bit of distribution here. It's been a strong coin, so it wouldn't hurt for it, a little money to roll out of it. I would say, you know, I'd be a buyer maybe here because of the weakness in Bitcoin, or anything closer to the support level back down here at, you know, more of the 55,000 level or something, 55, 58,000. Maybe there's risk down to 43,000. Otherwise, I think that would be good.
And then Digibyte.
Digibyte.
DGD.
Digibyte USD down 18%.
I don't know about that one.
No support at 65 here, which I would have liked. That coin ran out of that level. So, yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm not a long-term fan of Digibyte.
Conspiracy Boy said Cardano has the best development team I've ever seen. I mean, if you've seen our past episodes, we're big proponents of anything IOHK is involved in. That's kind of why that's one of the reasons why we like Ethereum Classic. We do like ADA, just kind of ran really fast as far as market cap is concerned. So I don't know how much quick upside you're going to have there. And then also they started getting involved with Zen, which is pretty interesting. Shout out to Manish King for subscribing. We appreciate it, guys. Hit that like, subscribe, hit that little bell, and join the community. Grab yourself a wrench.
Stack Tucker says hold Digibyte for a year, and you'll thank him later.
I know a couple of our clients have a ton of Digibyte that they kind of brought over with them. So, and a lot of them seem to really like it. They don't let Todd sell too much of it.
10x. That chart's just fair. Nothing to brag about. And that's only an opinion.
Digital Head says, hey, Nick, have you been looking at the BTC futures chart? The shorts let me know when to hit the sidelines. I haven't really been paying too much attention to the long and shorts as far as futures concerned.
Seb Fox, what's your favorite 2 coins? If you want to share them. What's up, Taj? Seb Fox, top 2 coins.
Come on, Seb, don't be shy.
We won't make you a Gary. Just cough it up.
You'll be the new Gary.
Quit holding out on
the late night shows.
There's BAT USD. Taj, you're usually on ones that are mooning. This one's actually pulling back.
Yeah, we did do that episode on BAT. I find it kind of interesting because yesterday the IT guy at my work is like, hey, have you heard of the Brave browser? I started using it. And that's kind of what BAT created. So that's
Seb
interesting.
Fox says ICX is #1.
Hey, I like ICX. I can't complain with that. ICX, Aeon, and Wan Chain, the threesome. Oh, that you will not regret.
The problem is if Nick's speaking over me, we're just trying to keep him moving. So it's hard to, like, him and I haven't been together long enough for him to know, you know, if I'm kind of catch my breath or what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Same
sorry
thing
about
with me
that.
and him, I mean. We're trying to not talk over each other, but we're trying to keep it moving.
And trying to make sure that he's looking at the right coins and we're answering some of these questions. So I'll start typing more, I guess. Somebody wanted to look at DGD coin. I haven't really heard of that one.
DGD?
DGX DAO.
DGD.
It's over on Binance.
Yep, got it. DGD Bitcoin. That's the 1 hour. That's a good one. If you got that, congrats. Not every coin's going down.
Seb Fox says ICX, Neo, ADA, and Wan Chain. I mean, you're kind of on the
There you
right
have
show
it.
then, because we like all those.
He just showed us cards.
Now, you might be the next Gary. I'll blame it on you if those don't do well, even though I just said I like them too.
No, he's throwing some good coins my way, so I'd be on those. What do you say again? ICX, Neo.
ICX, Neo, ADA, and Wan Chain. All ones that we've talked about on the show, all ones that some PCG clients hold, and all ones that I personally like. They're strong fundamentally. They got strong development teams. My only question is, if you have ICX and Wan Chain, why don't you like Aeon? I know it's probably the weakest of the three, but I think if the other two do well, that one's going to kind of rise with all waters, rise with the tide, if that makes sense.
Here's our REP, Rep Bitcoin, 1 hour. I don't know what, can't say much there. That's Bitfinex. It's got to be somewhere. Not on Binance.
Moscow Mule says Z Classic Bitcoin private price prediction. I've kind of told some of my opinions on that. If I was a big bag holder of Z Classic, I might even try to ride one wave up and get out right prior to the fork. But that's your choice, obviously. I definitely think Z Classic has a good chance of doubling from here right before the fork. It's sitting at like $103 or something, and it had a high of what, 250 or 235.
Right.
So I could definitely see it get back to 200 before the fork occurs.
REP looks good. I'd say that resolves to the upside sometime soon here. Lay off the new guy, give him a chance.
Yeah, it's just the one guy. It's okay. It's all good. I understand. I was
He's
talking
a good
over
dude.
him.
Like he just said he wasn't. He's just making a comment.
266 people watching. That's awesome. Make sure to comment after the show for your chance to win some red coin over on Twitter.
Nick, Todd, and Matt would be a good show one day.
We kind of have some talks going on with Matt. We'll see what's going on with that.
I don't wish for too much. You might get it. THC to be listed on Coinbase. What?
No, I don't think so. I'll say that. No.
Max, you must own a little bit of THC, boy.
Coinbase is really trying to be a U.S. regulated custodian, so I highly doubt they put a privacy coin on there. I highly doubt they put anything to have to do with somewhat legal, such as THC, somewhat legal things. So, I mean, I don't know.
I will throw the chart up, though, to give you a little bit of help. THC, 1 hour. Not much to say. Can't help you on that one.
I just don't. It's not federally legal, so they're not going to put it on a custodian. That'd be
you
silly.
You say LOL.
I just missed. Somebody just subscribed and missed it, but shout out to you. Crypto Savages, I'm going to do a full fundamental on the next show of Pillar. I started doing a little bit of information today, but I didn't feel confident enough to get on here and talk about it and really give a formal opinion.
Bitcoin 91.50, so not digging out too fast.
Moscow, I know you've been in here and watched a lot of our shows. You should know by now that I'm a big proponent of the long-term play on Ubiq. I don't think it's going to be an immediate 10-banger, but as they continuously get new ICOs and new things integrated on their system, I think it's just a more stable version of Ethereum, and I like it for the long run. And I know there's a bunch of my friends in the crypto community also feel the same way. So we'll see what happens with that one.
You got comments on Unicorn for King Louis? Fourth.
We actually did a, where is it? Unicorn? Isn't that the one I did a write-up on that's trying to be a betting platform essentially for esports? I know Mark Cuban and some other celebrities got invested in that early. If you go back and watch my video, I really think it's interesting. And I said I don't want to let emotions get the best of me, so I did not pull the trigger on buying that. I know that price since that video has gone down 50% roughly. So now it kind of has me thinking about it again, but I think I'm just going to avoid it for now. I think it's got a lot of competition in the traditional markets with online sports betting that offer BTC. You can buy in or sell out with BTC. You also have DraftKings doing a lot of that. So I'll see how it goes, but I just think they got a lot of competition, and I'm not really wanting to get involved with the, what do they call it, strategy platform where you're not betting, because a lot of gamers are below the age of 18, and if it gets constituted as betting, then you might have to face legal ramifications to where you're going to lose half your client base if they're underage. So we'll kind of see how that goes.
Ethereum's 1030. I mean, if you take the drawings off of here, that chart looks good. I think Ethereum leads us higher. So
Digital Heads.
That's got to be a part of your portfolio.
Digital Head says I can see Monero on Coinbase. I mean, I think Monero is the best privacy coin in my opinion currently, but I just don't think they're going to put a privacy coin on Coinbase. I mean, it's going to have tax liabilities. It's going to have a bunch of liabilities that if they're trying to be, you know, U.S. regulated and be a custodian, I don't think that's going to work out. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
We got you, Thiago. Rebus, no problem, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're good, Thiago. No biggie. I mean, I don't really take offense to it. I know we talk over each other here and there. It's all a learning game and just trying to make sure we answer as many questions as possible. Nice critical thinking. Instant fan, Nick. Good job. Shout out to you, King Louie. Shout out to you, Black17, for subscribing. We're getting a lot of subscribers. We love it, guys. Join the community. Grab a wrench. Everybody bounce some good ideas off each other, and we'll be sitting pretty here in a couple of years once this thing goes to the moon.
9054 Bitcoin.
9054.
Looks like we're still just going to do a fourth wave and tag another new low, possibly.
Ripple taking a beating.
Can Nick make a mining video? Hopefully we're going to get a little more mining talk going on in here.
Yeah, I'm in talks with somebody who's kind of acquaintance who does YouTube mining, and I'm trying to get him to Skype in, and he can kind of give his perspective on mining, and then we'll also kind of push everybody who's interested in mining over to his channel and to his website, because he provides a lot of good information. He's very helpful, and he's not really asking for money when he's providing tips to you guys, which is really nice as well. So we'll see if we can get that done for you guys. Shout out to Gabriel for subscribing. You're awesome.
Well, guys, that's all I got. And you know I'm hungry and tired.
Monero has very expensive fees because every transaction is private. Better are coins where you can select if you want private transaction or not. I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
DCR, you're asking again. I did bring that up quickly. I'm going to bring it up again. That's one we talked about a long time ago. Friends with one of the developers. Decred USD. Let's go back out. That's a 5-minute we need. Okay, now we're running a little slow with Trading View. There's the Decred 2-hour.
Yeah, I don't think I have a static IP, Jay McHale, so you should be good. You just have to have a consistent internet connection.
Decred chart looks good. If you're in that, hold it. EOS down to 983. One that Nick likes.
I do like EOS.
That's a 4-hour.
Some people are scared a little bit of it, but based on some of my knowledge of that developer and some of his other projects, I'm going to be trading in my EOS ERC20 IOUs to their EOS like proprietary token that they're going to be creating. I think you have to do that swap by June, so make sure to be on that. If you do own EOS, go over to their website, download their wallet, and make sure you get your ERC20 token converted to their proprietary EOS token.
XVG USD, that's definitely been a limp brisket.
This guy's saying 8.1 is the bottom, then the sky, then the moon.
XVG back below 6. A little bit of support there maybe, but not a good chart. That thing is pulled back way too much.
Have we gone over Verge already?
Here's ZRX. Let's give a shout out to Gary because he's probably asleep. That coin still looks good. I would think that goes higher. What else?
Verge, have we looked at that?
Yeah, I just did that one.
Okay. And then Tiago, my opinion on Stratus. I do hold probably 5% of my portfolio in Stratus, and I kind of just picked it up as a long-term hold. They're following the roadmap, they're making progress, and I'm going to continue to hold that one.
Digital mining's toilet just overflowed. It's a sign from the heavens.
Shout out to Michael, said just subscribed. Dang, everything is down. Yeah, it's been like that for about 2 weeks now. We're hoping we hit a bottom somewhere around here.
Shows a shitload of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to smile when we know everybody's losing money, but hey, strong hands, keep calm, we'll be all right. I like the long-term future of the cryptocurrency market.
Amen.
And we'll be all happy, hopefully by mid-February.
Trig BTC, been in a downtrend, a little bit of volume coming in today, I guess, off the lows. Don't know, that must be surely a little bit of news, which I do not know what the news is.
Shout out to Digital Head. He said, I hit up Todd on Twitter about Verge. He wasn't enthusiastic about it, so I dumped it. Thank God I got out at the high. I know he was trying to sell some Verge for PCG client at the top. Some didn't want to sell it. Some continue to hold it. I have a little bit of Verge, so it's tough.
I was trying to sell some things and caught a lot of hell. So actually, it got me more nervous. So
yeah.
I probably, we'll talk about that when this is all out of the way, because the only thing you do is learn from your mistakes.
Yep. It's all a learning experience, and he even text messaged me too, and I recommended to sell some, but then also was like, well, on social media though, everybody's hyping, oh, it's going to $1, it's going to $1, you know. That was when Tron and Verge were around 25 cents or whatever they were doing. That was crazy.
Stop gambling on shit coins. That's what Shiba says.
Yeah, that's why we got our little guy over here.
That's right.
This is for all the shit coins right here, guys. These are what you want to avoid.
And I still think moving forward myself, I think it's still the Bitcoins, the Ethereums, the Litecoins, Neo. I still think those you got to have some core holdings. So trying to add a few more smaller coins maybe in here, but I still think quality is going to lead here myself. TNC, let's show that one on the chart one more time. Guess we did that yesterday. No. That's going to be...
Yeah, it's on KuCoin. TNC is the one we talked about. I did get some. It really interests me. I believe in Neo. I believe in gas. So this is a way to kind of also jump on that train without increasing my cost basis too much.
TNC, not much to say.
Yeah, I mean, it just came out, so.
Yep.
I think they got a really good development team. There's a ton of people working on that coin, and they're essentially trying to be a side chain, scalable side chain for Neo. If you guys didn't know, go watch our previous video. It has Trinity Network Credit in the title, so check that out. Can we check out Ethos? Yeah, you can look at it on the chart. We also did a video on Ethos as well. If you want to know my fundamental opinion on it after the show, check that out.
Please holders, what's going on? Keep in mind that this dip is orchestrated by governments, insider trading, and whales, market manipulation. This is the last chance to get Bitcoins.
I can't say I disagree too much.
Right now before it's too late.
Somebody wants to look at the Ethos chart over there.
I wouldn't maybe say it quite like that, but I'm not going to argue that. Which chart?
Ethos. E-T-H-O-S.
E-T-H-O-S.
It's on Binance.
Got it on. I'm showing it on live over here at Coinergy. 1 hour. Can't say much.
Looks like a lot of the other coins hasn't had a terribly steep sell-off.
Did I do PPT?
Seb says, nice review on TNC, by the way, Nick. I was shilling that one on here a few days ago. Yeah, well, I put my money where my mouth is and I actually bought some. I think I did it at 26, 27, and 28 cents, I think is what I told you guys. So I'm not just shilling BS or whatever.
There's PPT. Had that dump yesterday I think we talked about, and still kind of holding in pretty well right now, considering the day that we're having.
So for Ethos, if you're looking over on Binance, they're still on the trading pair BQX. That's probably why you weren't seeing it.
You got it.
I forgot about that.
BQX BTC. 1 hour.
Bouncing off that resistance a couple times.
Holding its gains for December, so not too bad. Still need the software so I can try to bite into the intraday volume better than we're doing, because we're not doing it at all.
Shout out to the 272 people watching right now. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit that bell, and then comment in the description below. Make sure to put your Twitter handle down there so you have a chance to get some free red coin tomorrow. Giving it out tomorrow, guys.
Follow my Twitter, Wyckoff on Crypto.
Yep, we got our Twitter, we got all of our websites on this page. You guys have any other questions for us?
STUNAD 620 for Nick.
Yep.
Stunner. He's a stunner, all right.
Stunner. It's Stunad 620, means hard head in Italian, but I'll take whatever you want. Shout out to Terry Sweat, if I read that right, for subscribing. You are the best.
Bitcoin 9020. That's another 500 off the recovery high. So
looks like we got somebody new in here who's asking my opinion on Zcash. I love the limited supply coins. Zcash actually is an inflationary rate supply coin, so there is no finite supply. Obviously, it is going to grow slowly depending on how much hash power is on the network. I personally do mine Zcash because the profitability is usually pretty high. But when I bring it over to the exchanges, I usually convert it to a Monero and then take all remaining profits and get it into something small. Lately I've been doing like Ubiq or eBoost or maybe even a little bit of Zen. So that's my opinion on it. I think
Dragon
there's other better privacy coins out there.
Somebody asked about Dragon. That chart looks good. All businesses are adopting blockchain technology and crypto transactions. This is the future, and you decide your own future.
Our Twitter handles are right below our names on the screen right now. Jafar.
Seb Fox is on some TNC as well.
I like it. I mean, for me, it was I really believe in Neo and gas, but I didn't want to raise my cost basis by buying more of that, so I was looking at some of the projects on Neo.
Easy with the caps. Chalagna, what's going on?
Verge, we looked at that chart. You can always go back and take a look at that after the show is over.
Leon wants to check out Volfix.
Consolidated
they got consolidated volume from most bigger exchanges.
Only 70
Volfix. I will do that. Thanks
I'm writing it down now. Because Coinigy's been dragging their feet on a lot of stuff. They also told us that we're going to be able to do trading APIs with Binance here in a couple days and KuCoin in about a week. And we have yet to hear back from them yet. So we'll see. I know a lot of our clients want that as soon as possible. Since we have all these new people in here, if you guys didn't know, we do have a cryptocurrency trading course over at learncrypto.io. We have about 900 alumni over there. And then we are going to be adding in a private chat group. If you are a student, or current student, or former student, you can get in that group where we can talk to you guys and you guys can bounce ideas off each other. And then we also do a crypto private client group where we help manage your portfolio with trading APIs. So for more information, check out the websites. They're on the bottom of the page here and also in the description.
What's up, McNugget?
That breeze still blowing in Todd office. Can you hear a little like air breeze in the background, Bitcoin, Blackwood? I think it's always like that.
That's my furnace in this big place.
We always hear a humming in here. Shout out to, it's that Hoop or something over there. Shout out for subscribing. Appreciate it, man. Ha, breezy bush. Oh, the bush in the background, too. Yeah, you can see that right behind you.
Oh, yeah, the heat's blowing up right below it.
All right, guys, any other questions? Or are you guys going to be waiting till the next one?
That's because we moved the furniture a little bit, making room up here for some new things.
I kind of been looking into those ICOs on Neo, but I do not have a finite position on those, and I do not own any. I'm writing down next on my list right now.
Well, it's 6:20. We've done this for 50 minutes, or we started early. Who knows?
We're almost to an hour.
Cool. I'm hungry.
Todd's always getting hungry at the end of these. I forgot to pick him up the sandwich or a burger today, guys. I do apologize.
At 8, one little Twinkie. I'm dying up here.
L. Murphy says, how low again tonight, BTC? I mean, a lot of people in here are thinking a low of 79 or 81. I don't know what Todd's exact low is. I don't think he gave a finite number. No. He laid out a couple scenarios if we broke above.
We got to be smelling distance.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Dig in and tell the wife to relax.
Digital Hedge believing in the Mayweather ICO. Ugh, I'm staying away as of now, Digital Hedge. You could be right, and I could be wrong. But for now, I'm not gonna mess with that. The killer flu bug going around has me wanting to hibernate. It's going around at my work too, man. We have a bunch of cubicles and offices, and everybody's getting sick, taking turns.
Man, that BTC chart looks good.
Yeah, I kind of like that chart. A little bit of high-level consolidation up there.
Yep.
All right, guys, I think we're going to probably call it a night unless Todd wants to look at one more over here.
I saw one more. AST, BTC, Binance. Same chart. Looks good.
Pop says, let's keep the dip going until next Wednesday. Payday, winky face. Hey, I know I wish I had a little more fiat that I was willing to put into the market. But my exposure, as far as me having the traditional mindset, my exposure to cryptos right now is where I want it to be. I don't want to get overexposed to the market, so just riding it out, guys, holding strong.
UBQ, we still like that one.
I like UBQ. And And then somebody wants to look at gas to BTC. I have a feeling it's going to be a very similar chart to NEO. They kind of follow each other.
Gas BTC, 1 hour. Had the big run there, what, a day and a half ago. Consolidating.
Yeah, it actually outperformed NEO for that day.
On some big volume, so.
Please review BitConnect, LOL. I have no comment on that, and I hope you're not actually being serious. Alright guys, I think that is probably about it. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share, do the dang thing. Hit that like button. Shout out to all the 265 people still watching after an hour. Spread it to your friends. Have your questions ready. And hopefully we can help add to these bags when these markets turn around, because it will be a lot more fun, guys.
No doubt.
I promised.
Appreciate it.
Hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck. Everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.